we're eating ourselves to death. We're all gonna die because of what we eat. Welcome back. Day 3. Alright, so let's figure this out. So I got my numbers from the doctor. This was last July, so this is like 8 months ago. So my A1C was 7.9, and my LDL cholesterol was 194. Anything over 160 is bad. It's very high cholesterol. One thing I didn't mention yesterday either is that I have fatty liver disease. So I'm not doing very well. So this is what I'm trying to do to change things. The reason I'm going to do this lifestyle change is for my wife and my son. Gabriel is now 5 years old, and I'm turning 50 this year. He'll turn 6. So I'm 44 years older than him. I probably had him about 20 years too late, but that's the way it is. So this is what I'm doing. So yesterday, after I made the video, I went on lunch, and what I had for lunch was I had some watermelon, I had some carrots, I had some snap peas, I had a protein shake, and something else too. Oh, a banana and an apple. And I felt full. I felt good. Before I went and did that, I went to Planet Fitness because I want to start working out and exercising, and I got on the treadmill. And after about 7 minutes of doing it pretty good, my plantar fasciitis started really acting up, and I couldn't do it. So here's my plan as far as that's concerned. I'm still going to go every day, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to start working on just do some muscle training. So yesterday, I my muscles in my back and everything have been bothering me, all over. So what I'm doing is I'm doing some muscle training, working out, and I'm going to do different areas of the body every day. I might not go every day. I might go every other day just to give my body a rest. Last night, I slept very, very well. I only got up once to go to the bathroom. Now, here's the thing. I'm drinking 6 of these a day. This is a liter water bottle, and I'm drinking 6 of these in a day. I used to drink hardly even half that, a bottle of this. If I drank 12 to 16 ounces of water a day, I was lucky. The other things that I'll drink is coffee, black, and I'll drink green tea. I don't drink the sweetened teas. Here's the thing, coffee, I don't know. I don't think it's bad for you. I mean, there's probably a lot of caffeine content in there, but I think what's bad about coffee is what we put in it. All the sugar, all the sweeteners, the cream. I'll tell you what, I've been researching this dairy thing, and dairy is really, really bad for you. Did you know that they are allowed to put a certain amount of pus in your cream and in your milk? Pus from a cow. Now here's my thing on dairy. I love it. I love cheese. I love milk. I love all that stuff. But the simple fact of it is that it is really bad for you. It's there's nothing. They say you're going to build big bones and all that, but you know what? You can get calcium and all the other stuff that you need without the pus and blood and all the stuff that comes with that. Also, I've been researching a lot of stuff and watching documentaries, looking up verifying facts, doing different things. And one thing that I found about diabetes is that it's not a sugar problem. Diabetes is not a sugar problem. What diabetes is that your cells have become so saturated with fat that your cells can no longer absorb the sugar from your bloodstream. And so what happens is your pancreas works overtime, releasing insulin to reduce the sugar in your blood, and it just builds up and builds up and builds up and builds up, and then it becomes a problem, right? So Um, I'm going to be counteracting this. I'm cutting out all sweets. Now, like I told you before, I used to drink Thirst Busters every day, those big 48 ounce. I used to drink 2 or 3 of those a day. Sugar was building up in my blood. I was a carb fanatic, not even realizing, how bad I was. But here's the thing. Just think about this. You've heard the saying, you are what you eat. So do you want to be pus? Do you want to be sugar? Do you want to be vitamins and minerals and things like this? Your cells need these things. Your body needs these things. The body is a fine-tuned organism that all works together. And if one thing is out of whack, fill your body with good things. That makes sense, right? Fill your body with good things. All right. My goal in this is not just to lose weight, but to get healthy. I want my diabetes to go away. I want the high cholesterol to go away. I want the fatty liver to go away. I want my ED problems to go away. I don't want to take medications. I think medications are a problem. They don't cure you. They put a Band-Aid on a broken arm, and then you're taking them forever for the rest of your life. So that means that all this money is going to something that a manufacturer of these drugs that don't actually cure you. They just cover it up. And if you do the research and you find out, hey, how do I lower cholesterol? The first thing they talk about is your diet. The very first thing. They don't say, oh, you need to go to your doctor and take a statin. You need to go take a pill. No. The very first thing they say is it's your diet. You need to eat vegetables and fruits and whole grains. So what I'm trying to do is go down to the basic, most natural way to get my food. Meaning, I don't want it to be processed. I don't want it to be anything. As close to as it came off the tree, as close as it came out of the ground, as close as it came off as harvested. I don't want anything processed. I think that is the main problem with the American diet is everything we eat is processed. If you go down the street and you see all of these restaurants, everything is processed. No wonder why we're dying. We're eating ourselves to death. We're all going to die because of what we eat. And the thing is that the latter parts of our lives, because we're eating like this, are going to be filled with going to the doctor, being in pain, having to take all these pills, having to watch our diets and blah, 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 all this crap, right? Why? Why go through this when you can just eat right? And I got to tell you, this is day 3. I feel great. I mean, I seem hyperactive to you. Usually I'm like this all day. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, it's good to see you. I'm really tired today. How you doing? But you know what? I feel great. I slept really good last night. This is only day 3. Last night I had rice and beans again with salsa in it. This morning I had a protein shake. What I made in the protein shake was Garden of Life plant protein. It's really, really good for you. Garden of Life is a company that the founder had cancer, and he decided to cure himself through food, and he did. And he started Garden of Life. They have great supplements, great everything. So I put a scoop of Garden of Life plant protein in a blender. I put about 2 cups of almond milk, unsweetened. And then I put in some goji berry powder from dried goji berries. I also put in this green mix from Garden of Life. And I put in some a frozen banana, half a frozen banana, and I blend it all up. Blend it all up, and I drink it, and man, I gotta tell you, I feel great. I had that with a bowl of oatmeal, and I put honey on it. I put a little bit of honey just to sweeten it up a little bit, instead of sugar, instead of brown sugar and stuff like that. Now, you might be wondering, well, honey is kind of the same thing. Well, it is and it isn't. Yes, it's pure sugar, but it has antioxidants in it, and if I had to choose between table sugar and honey, I'm going to choose honey. It's got a little bit more benefits. And then I drank one of these on the way into work. So yeah, I mean, I feel great. It's only 9:40 in the morning. I'm here at work. I'm supposed to be working, and I'm not. I'm talking to you guys. All right. listening to my 80s music because, hey, 80s music rocks. Anyway, so yeah, just, hey, if you found this useful, if you found this fun, hit like, hit subscribe. Follow me on this journey. Oh, by the way, I weighed myself last night too. I am 303 pounds. It's the heaviest I've ever been in my life. It's not good. 5 years ago, I was 200 pounds. And I didn't have any of these health problems. They just all escalated in these last 5 years. One of the things is, 6 years ago, Alicia and I got married. 5 years ago, we had Gabriel, and my life really changed. Before that, I was really active, and I ate better. I followed this thing called the Daniel Fast diet, where I basically ate raw vegetables, eating like I'm going to eat again is basically what it is. And it's really not that hard. It's actually really enjoyable, and actually the flavors are really good too. But I got to tell you this. Last night when I got home, Alicia threw in a Jack's pizza, which is like my favorite frozen pizza is Jack's. And we were going to give some to Gabriel, and so I was cutting up a piece for him. I'm like, oh, this looks so good. But I didn't have any. Because I know that it's bad for me. I mean, if I was sitting there looking at, it had cheese and processed meat on it. By the way, the National Health Organization a few years ago classified processed meats as a Class 1 carcinogen. That means that when you eat it, it's like eating a cigarette. It's like smoking cigarettes. Okay? It's that dangerous for you. It is that bad for you. Processed meats are a Class 1 carcinogen. They will kill you. So why am I feeding it to my kid? Well, we're slowly, or as quickly as we can, changing our entire diet and our whole family. But yeah, I was chopping that up last night for him, cutting it into small pieces, and I was like, oh, this looks so good. But I didn't have it because when I look at it now, it looks yummy and it smells yummy, but I look at it now as an ashtray. Does that make sense? Would I eat an ashtray? Probably not. Not my thing. Eating ashtray is not good. Don't like it. Never tried it. Never will. Anyway, hit like, hit subscribe, follow me on this journey. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to have a lot of interesting information for you guys. I've been doing a lot of research about this, checking it out. Hopefully you can see the difference in me and the transformation that I'm going to go through. I'm going to start coloring my scruff again because my wife loves that. And I'll tell you about my diet, what I'm eating, and it's actually really good. Catch you on the flip side.